A missing swimmer. Ashley is a swimming champion, preparing for her big competition on Monday. 24 hours before the big day, she disappears. Nobody can find her, and the police now suspect 3 other swimmers. Jenna says she hasn't spoken to Ashley since their last practice. Mary claims she invited Ashley for lunch on Saturday, but the missing swimmer refused because she was getting her hair done for the competition. Sam says that he spoke to Ashley the night before. She told him she was feeling anxious about the race. One of the swimmers is hiding something, besides Ashley. You've got 7 seconds to figure out who it is. Mary knows where Ashley is. It doesn't make sense to have hair done before a swimming competition. Trapped in a basement. Anna is walking home from work when she hears screams coming from a nearby house. She immediately rushes in to help. She follows the voice, and it guides her to a basement. As soon as she walks in, the door slams shut. 3 portals open in front of her. Only one leads to safety. The first portal is filled with giant poisonous spiders. In the second portal, there's a huge suspended rock that will come crashing down the moment someone steps in. In the third portal, there are 7 hungry crocodiles. You've got 7 seconds to find out which portal Anne should choose. Anne should pick the second portal. She can throw her shoes inside, wait for the giant stone to fall, and then walk away, without her shoes. A hotel mystery. Several police officers were called to a hotel. One of the employees was found unconscious on the floor. The police checked the cameras to find out what had happened. They had 3 suspects, all of them hotel guests. Sarah said she had heard some commotion and left because she got scared. James told the police he had been outside ordering a taxi to go sightseeing. John said he had been sleeping at home. Can you understand who's lying? You have 7 seconds. John lied. He was a guest at the hotel. He couldn't be at home sleeping. A secret path. John went hiking in the mountains, looking for some rare mushrooms. As he walked deeper into the forest, the sky darkened and a mysterious figure appeared. In a raspy voice, the creature said, "I'll tell you where the mushrooms are if you solve my riddle. 4th, 4th, 4th. What's the code word?" John figured it out almost immediately. Can you do the same? Fourth rhymes with north. So, to find the mushrooms, John should walk forth to the north, of course. A shady alley. Alan was on his way to work. When he was passing by a dark alley, he heard a loud scream. The man went back to check it out. Someone was shouting, "Help me, I'm trapped!" As soon as Alan saw the alley, he called the police and ran away. Why? There were 2 lines of footprints going into the alley, but no footprints coming out. Who did it? The police were investigating 2 women after a man had disappeared in the neighborhood. The detectives installed cameras in their kitchens. After watching the recordings, they realized what had happened. Can you figure it out too? The woman on the right definitely has something to do with the disappearance. It looks as if she has someone's hand in the oven. Toxic factories. Nature photographer Kim was out taking pictures of trees and flowers in the park. She stopped when she felt some weird chemical smell in the air. She took photos of all 3 factories in the area. When Kim studied the images, she immediately knew which factory emitted toxic gas. It's not the first factory, it seems abandoned. The second is surrounded by trees and flowers. It means the smoke coming from its funnels is safe. The third factory is the toxic one. All the trees around it have collapsed and the flowers have turned black. A train mystery. Mary Jane, Chris, and Sally were on the train. It was only them and the conductor checking their tickets in the car. Without warning, the lights went out. When they switched on again, Sally was missing. Everyone started looking for her, but they only found her phone and one of her earrings. The conductor started asking questions. Mary said she had been in the other part of the car when the lights had gone out. Jane answered that she had been sleeping at the time. Chris said he had been reading a book and hadn't seen anything. Who's lying? It's Chris. He couldn't have been reading if the lights had gone out. A lost purse. As soon as Amy entered the office, she noticed Emma was in distress. She asked the girl what was wrong, and Emma told her somebody had taken her purse. It was somebody from the office. But who? Amy started her own investigation. Jenna, who worked in IT, said that she had been fixing somebody's computer. Joanna, the secretary, answered she had been on the phone with some clients. James said, "Amy, we were in a meeting together just an hour ago, don't you remember?" Amy knew right away who had taken the purse. Can you figure it out? It was James. Amy just arrived at work and couldn't attend a meeting an hour earlier. A deep, dark pit. Nathan went hiking in the forest to take photos for his blog. While snapping some cool bird pics, he fell into a dark pit. It started to rain, and the pit began to fill with water super fast. But Ethan couldn't swim. In the pit there were 4 objects. He could choose one of them to save himself. A large ball, a wooden panel, a rope, and a rope ladder. Which object will help him get out? The wooden panel is small, and he can't attach the rope or the rope ladder to anything. The best option is the ball. It'll help Ethan float. Who took the dessert? Sarah bought some ice cream on Saturday, but kept the flavors in secret. When she woke up on Sunday, all the ice cream was gone. She asked everyone in the house if they knew anything about that. James answered he had gone to work early that morning and hadn't seen anything. Mary said she wanted to have the new caramel ice cream in the afternoon. She felt bad she was going to miss it. John didn't even know there was ice cream in the house, but he was looking forward to trying it. Can you figure out who knows something? It's Mary. The ice cream flavors were a secret. She couldn't be sure there was a caramel taste among them. Where's the safe? Successful businessman Jeff walked into his home office one day and realized that his safe was gone. He immediately called the police to find out who had done it. But everyone in the house had an alibi. Amy, Jeff's wife, said she had been working out at the gym that morning. The cleaner answered that she had been cleaning the basement and hadn't heard anything. The cook told police he had been in the kitchen all day preparing meals and never left it. The police immediately figured the case out. You have 7 seconds to do the same. It was the cook. He said he never left the kitchen, but his shoes were muddy. How did he get in? 2 detectives, Ethan and Sissy, were trying to figure out who had broken into a mansion. The owner claimed all the windows had been locked, and then someone threw a rock at the top part of his bedroom window while he was downstairs. When he went up, he saw that somebody had been in the room and left through the balcony. As soon as the detectives heard the story, they closed the case. Why? because it's impossible to reach all the way down to the bottom of the window to unlock it. The owner lied.